with segment 2. I'm your host, Deme D, talking If You Ask Me, where we talk music and movie culture. And I got my guests back again. We got Jackie, we got Tasha. The first episode with the ladies of hip hop, episode 30. I'm loving it. And we're gonna jump into something that, man, I'm surprised I haven't really seen nobody else talk about this on all the timelines or the shows or whatever. But we're gonna talk about what makes a rapper MC corny to you. What makes them corny to you? I'm gonna start with you, Jackie.
I think if they don't have their own original flow, if they literally just hop from trend to trend.
Jesus.
Like,
yeah,
that's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people.
But I'm not just talking about fashion. I'm talking like you just changed the way you rap. That's kind of annoying. That's just corny. You can be a corny rapper and have a good song. That's
absolutely.
Fine. And that can just be for the moment. It's just those rappers who they just chase the moment. They don't trust their own process. They don't trust that whatever they say or whatever flow they have, that people are going to attract to it. They're just so scared. They rap scared, and that's kind of makes you corny in my eyes.
That's because they're probably not really artists. Those are probably the ones that's coming in the game, trying to get some bread real quick, trying to get some groupies. But even though, like you said, still some who probably lack an identity as well, too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at you. Get your money, get the girls.
I'm mad at you.
Why?
I love this shit.
I mean,
I love this shit. I'm mad at you.
It's a way to make money.
I get it.
If you get on the road and you can go do shows and you can go sleep with whoever, it's fine. Go do you just for your year and a half of making money, and then go home and sit down.
I'm glad you said a year and a half.
Yeah,
because that's all you're getting.
Pretty much.
What makes it for you, Taj? What makes a rapper corny to you?
Oh my God.
So many things.
I would like to consider myself a purist. So a lot of the stuff that came out after like the 90s, I just don't.
I mean, you're on the right show. You're on the right show.
Like,
that's what this show's about.
I just don't connect with it. Like, a lot of the stuff does grow on me. Like I told you, I have a young son, and he's always on iTunes. So I told him he can listen to anything that doesn't have explicit next to it. And even then, it's not appropriate for him.
Most of the time.
He listens to the Baby, like Drake, stuff like that. And I don't like any of it.
Strong content, but it's not explicit.
Yeah, but then at the same time, I'm listening to the Logs, I'm listening to Pac, and he's at that age where he's reciting some of that stuff.
Okay.
So, back to your question, what makes a rapper corny? Like, I grew up on rap where if you listen to an artist, you heard one song, you had a feeling or a sense of where they're from. That's what's missing from a lot of rap now. Like, you listen to it and you're like, where is this person from? You don't even know. A lot of times the blogs don't even tell you where they're from. They just say, here's an artist, here's their song, listen to it. They don't tell you anything about their story. And that's what's missing from a lot of rap today.
I guess the story doesn't
matter.
Yeah, because I don't know what you're right. I don't
know. It
what,
matters to me.
But it matters to me too.
I know where that
but I think, you know what
person
it is?
is.
I think they're trying to force this, because they don't want this regional thing. That seems to be the big thing. So they just want this big uniform. And I don't know, maybe it's frowned upon if this person is from the South or this person is from Philly. But I found that beautiful.
I think business-wise, you gotta think about it though. Business-wise, they want everyone to like the song.
That's what it is. So they trying to eliminate.
If you say one region, and this one region's only gonna buy this one song, you're not making the most money. But if
it
you
doesn't have to be though.
People want the money. Like
you could tell your story.
You could tell your story, but let's say like there's some big thing. Like people want to support what they know and what they rep. It's much easier to say, hey, I'm just boring, buy my stuff because I have a great song. It's something even more when you have the story. You have like, hey, this is my background story. This is where I came from. I want you to support this. It's harder to sell.
I don't think people are invested either as much as because it's like, I just feel connected. Like you mentioned the Locks. Like I feel connected to these people. Like I feel like
me too.
Right, we feel connected. I don't think it's the same anymore though. That makes a big point because we slept on albums. We played an album for a whole summer, 2-3 albums for a whole summer.
Nore album.
When Nas came out with it was like even if you go back to Kane, you go back to EPMD, you go back to Ice Cube, all of them, we sat with those albums. Now I guess it's just like, oh, this is hot right now. Next week we back.
That's what happened with digital. It got rid of the number one album because now anybody can go buy what it is they want to listen to. They're not forced to listen to the radio anymore. Like the number one hit is not really the number one hit anymore. I mean, we had Lil Nas X, and I can't even tell you where he's from. I don't know.
That is a good question.
I don't know.
Music's
I don't
disposable.
know.
It's
And
just
I'm
a-
like, I'm torn with that. My son likes that song, and it even grew on me. And I saw so many people reciting it. Remy Ma, she thugged it out on her version of Old Town Road. Like she about to get off the road.
Yeah, I didn't hear any
I
version
didn't
on that,
get
but
No,
I love
she-
Remy too. I didn't.
No, she went hard on that.
Did she?
Well, she
I love
talked
Remy,
about getting off parole and
I did
hurting
hear that.
people.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I heard different renditions of it, and people were like making fun of it, but it's like I liked it because of what it stood for. They were trying to push him out of the country music chart, and then Billy Ray Cyrus hopped on the remix, and that was charting. So I appreciated that modern day solidarity in music, you know. But somebody naming themselves Little Nas
was
X
upset.
in 2019, why?
I was upset.
And then coming out as, you know, the
This-
G word. You know,
Yeah.
so hip hop has a huge problem with sexuality. So it's like now we really don't want that. I'm not saying me. I'm just
Yeah.
saying hip hop.
Overall, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like the new hip hop is just disposable. Like you just, you
Of course,
feel-
absolutely.
it's very little that you actually want to receive into your spirit and like actually want to play it over and over and over again. They may force it down your throat between like doing certain things, but I can't think of the last album I'm like, I really love this album and I want to sit with this album for the whole summer.
Well, a lot of the
If
stuff
you were to
that-
say that, it's not going to be from a newer artist, though.
Yeah.
Even if you
yeah.
did have a current album that you could say that, it'd probably be someone who's probably from 2000 or 90s or some
Like
shit
I'm trying
like
to think of
that.
the last album.
Well, I
want to sit
can't
with.
really say I want any of that stuff to sit with my spirit now, but it's like it was like religion to us.
Yeah. it
You
was.
know, I still listen to a lot of that, and I'm like,
I listen to
this
all
is
of
very violent, this is very
Absolutely.
dark, but it also prepares us for the world that we have to face outside too.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I use it for.
Because it's a reflection of what was going on around us. And I think we understood to a certain extent that this is still entertainment and not a lifestyle to try to emulate. I don't know if that's gotten lost in translation moving forward. I don't know. But I
That's
felt.
only how you raise your children too. Like my
Yeah.
son, he recites, you told me by the locks, you told me you would bust your
Bust
guns
your
for me.
gun for
I'm
me.
like, do not say that at school.
You told me you'd be down.
Yeah.
That's my joint.
Yeah, I don't think hip hop
But-
should raise your children. Like,
Nah,
You gotta
definitely.
you
talk
gotta
to them.
raise your children. You gotta
Yeah.
tell them, hey, this is art, whatever, appreciate it, but don't say this outside the household or
And
whatever.
then plus a lot of the stuff they're not gonna understand at the moment. I recited it. I've been listening to rap since I was 7. So a lot of the stuff you're reciting it, you're not really understanding it. As you grow older and move over and get more experience, it'll reflect and probably have some words of encouragement for you. But before we close it out, for me, what makes a rapper corny? I'm a bar guy. I like lyrics. Me and my pops used to argue about this shit all the time because my pops is a DJ and he's more of a beat guy. But for me, I need some lyrics, I need some originality, and I just need like some creativity. I can't do the repeat. You sound like him. You sound like him. Like I just can't. I can't. But
The code has definitely changed.
it's
Yeah.
finished.
It's-
Like
And-
a lot of these artists would not have survived. in
No,
the
it's finished.
Like that's when dudes
Rhapsody
used to
would
run
have.
up in your studio.
I mean, of course,
Yeah,
there's
we're
always
fighting them.
there's always a few
Oh, no,
that
the
will
people
survive,
had
but
like anxiety attacks.
Yeah.
Had they been in the 90s.
foot on your neck.
Yeah, there's no way they could have done this. No.
yeah, and you really had to actually have talent for the most part to be compared. There was always garbage people. We have this discussion all the time. There was always not as talented people from before, but they weren't even mentioned in the same breath as the people with talent. Now it's just like you get a hit and it's like, yo, he's as good as Rakim, yo, he's better than Rakim.
Don't do it.
That's-
He's better. He's better than Nas and Ice Cube. But so we're gonna end it there, man. Chime in. Let us know what makes a rapper MC corny to you. If you ask me, I'm in the building. Deme D. Hit that red button. Subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, man. The Go Getter TV.